Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for combos.
Let's see how long the opponent lets us do cool things.
Triggers. What is happening? Commanders.
In my opinion, the most broken deck you're gonna see. Monkeys!
This is Historic Brawl. Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, your Mesa Falcon guy here with Saheeli, Radiant Creator for Brawl. These pre-con commanders are available on MTG Arena. They don't advertise it well, but if you search for Saheeli Radiant Creator in your not collecteds, you can't open them in packs, but you can craft them. So you can play them in Brawl as a commander. And I'm doing another special deck tech today that is also a commander deck, so you can also play this in paper if you so choose to. Although if you got Saheeli Radiant Creator in commander, you might have bought the pre-con, which comes with a lot of cards that are not on arena, but it might give you some great ideas for your commander deck. Trying to bridge the gap, you can like commander and like arena, guys. It's fun. Brawl is fun. Brawl is amazing. Saheeli Radiant Creator is an energy commander that says when you cast an artificer or artifact spell, you get 1 energy. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you can pay 3 energies to make a 5/5 copy of target permanent you control. Except it's an artifact creature. In addition to other types, it has haste. Sacrifice it at the next end step. So what are we trying to do with Saheeli Radiant Creator? Let's see, do you build it as an artificer typal deck? I tried that. Do you build it as an artifact deck? I tried that. Do you build it as an energy deck? I tried that. The problem with all of these directions is for artificers, there are some good artificers, but not enough. For energy, there's some good energy, but not enough. And for artifacts in general, there's just much better commanders you can be playing if you want to be playing an artifact commander. So that left Saheeli in a weird spot because you want your commander to be good in your deck, but you don't want to build a deck that is just not competitive with the environment. So at the end of the day, what we have is a deck built around very specific interactions with specific energy cards, because the energy cards overall in the format are not that good, but there are specific good energy cards. Let's have a look. Tune the Narrative and Attune with Aether are instants and sorceries that just gives you some energy and another resource, and those made the cut because you want to get your energy up and it's very low cost. But the real banger, is Volatile Stormdrake. Against any deck that's relying on creatures, but especially a creature commander, this card reads Steal Yo Commander. It's a removal spell as well, that because you can just hand them a 3/2 Drake and kill the thing that you steal if you don't want to pay the energy. Then that sent me down a road of, okay, we want to get a card like Volatile Stormdrake, and we want to use it as much as possible. The other good energy cards are, you can get some ramp out of Servant of the Conduit, you can get some value out of an Amp Raptor, though cloning it doesn't get you that value. Solar Transformer is like a mana rock, you can play this anyway just to have a free energy spin. Whirler Virtuoso makes Thopters and is okay. Rogue Refiner was good enough to get banned, and is something making a copy of feels pretty good. And Marvel is a way that you can spin for energy and get free spells. But really, the best one is Stormdrake. So it was like, how can we make sure that we are Stormdraking all the time? Well, Sylvan Tutor and Finale of Devastation, Invasion of Ikoria, and Chord of Calling can all fetch you your Stormdrake. And then once you fetch your Stormdrake, you nab their commander. Then you want to take it to the next level. You're not done yet. You still have to deal with the 3/2 flyer. What if we just bounced it back to our hand? That could be fun. So that sent me down a road of, okay, we have energy ETBs like Whirler, like Rogue Refiner, right? And we're copying things with Saheeli, right? And we're stealing things with Stormdrake. So we want to get our Stormdrake back to steal more, and we want to make more and more copies of our energy providers like Rogue Refiner. So that led me to what I call bouncy fun time, which is Fading Hope, Stormchaser's Talent, Cyclonic Rift, Runaway Together, Get Out, Aether Trade Winds. Did you know Get Out says return 1 or 2 creatures or enchantments you own to your hand, not control? Very big with Stormdrake. Repulse, return a creature, draw a card. Brazen Borrower, Cursed Mirror, make copies. Fable the Mirror Breaker, make copies with the reflection of Kiki Jiki. Garruk's Uprising draws you cards through the process as you're using Saheeli. In fact, Garruk's Uprising on the field, if you play a Saheeli and copy a Garruk's Uprising with energy, draws you a lot of cards. Same with Temur Ascendancy. And then you have This Town Ain't Big Enough, of course, comboing, of course, with Storm Chaser's Talent. Just keep in mind with all of these, you might make a copy of them with Saheeli to get even more value. And then it comes to the big hitters. Acidic Slime. We can go land destruction mode with this deck if we ramp up fast enough and get out Acidic Slime and make copies of Acidic Slime and bounce Acidic Slime. Do you feel me, guys? And then there's this card. This card is stupid. Ugin's Nexus is 5 mana for a legendary artifact. If a player would begin an extra turn, they skip that turn instead, and if this would be put into a graveyard from the battlefield, instead exile it and take an extra turn. So what we're going to do here is we're going to get out Saheeli and Ugin's Nexus. We're going to use Saheeli to make a copy of Ugin's Nexus. We're going to keep the copy Saheeli made. This will legend rule the original Nexus, giving you an extra turn. Then you attack with your 5/5 Nexus, and at end of turn you sacrifice it, and even though it's a token, the effect still happens. You get 2 extra turns with Ugin's Nexus. That feels good. Now we're just into what I call vegetable territory. People are like, why do you call them vegetables? Because you have to have your vegetables. They're good for a healthy deck, just like they are for a healthy diet. I know that that's something a lot of you Magic nerds know absolutely nothing about. Vegetables. Go back and watch my green video, AG1. They didn't sponsor this video, but I just thought the tie-in was perfect. That's why they're called vegetables, because you don't like adding them all the time. You'd rather play some other fancy card, but you need them. All right? Vegetables, look it up. So Chrome Mox, Mishra's Bauble. If you decide to actually build this deck for Commander, remember I gave myself the restriction that these are all Commander legal cards. You can replace Mishra's Bauble with Soul Ring. That's an upgrade. Brainstorm, Cameo, Ragavan. Like, if you run these colors, you run these cards. Birds of Paradise, Delighted Halfling, Elvish Mystic, Llanowar Elves, Utopia Sprawl, Lotus Cobra, really good with a 9 fetch land, 10 fetch land mana base like we have. Arcane Signet, Champion of Wits. This is one of the best combos with Saheeli. Making a copy of this draws you 5 cards because it draws equal to its power. Rhystic Study, good all over the place. Enduring Curiosity, very fun to make a copy of because you draw double cards. The One Ring, this is an excellent One Ring deck because you can bail out your own One Ring with your commander by legend ruling it. Temporal Manipulation, Time Warp, get you more combats. And Loot the Pathfinder, of course, comes with an Ancestral Recall or a Black Lotus or Lightning Bolt tied on, and it's just a really good teamer card. Then the Interaction Suite, all the different ways to interact. A throwback to Con Standard with Stubborn Denial, as you have a 4-power commander. Pact of Negation and Wash Away counter spells. Galvanic Discharge and Harness Lightning and Aether Spike are energy related interaction spells, so they make a lot of sense here. Haywire Might is great to tutor up to remove pesky One Rings and such, but then there's also Tail's End, Mana Drain, the best card in the format. Subtlety and Fury make the cut for free interaction, and Mana War, Exclusion Mage, and Aether Channeler turn the deck into kind of a tempo pile, while also being potential value piles when you clone them with Saheeli. For the lands that aren't just lands, of course, we have the channel lands. We also have Arena of Glory and Shifting Woodland, which go in a lot of these decks. Lair of the Hydra can attack, Aether Hub makes energy, and the MDFCs like Sink into Stupor, Disciple of Freyalise, and Shatterskull Smashing, as well as Lorien Revealed. And then a great fetch land, Verge, Shockland, mana base, all the way down. This is a commander deck you can run, but we're going to show how it works on the mean streets of historic Brawl. So a quick word from today's sponsors, then we're going to dive in, let the nonsense begin, play some games, and as always, you're cool.
CoolStuffInc.com is a proud sponsor of CovertGoBlue, and you can find all of his unique tokens and playmats at CovertGoBlue HQ. Take to the skies with CGB's Shark token and playmat, and his premium Dragon Rider token and playmat, or become the apex predator of your next game night with his Dinosaur Rider playmat and token. CoolStuffInc.com/CGB is your place for all things CovertGoBlue. So check it out if you want to channel your inner one in best of one. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
Methodic Ultimus. Oh, I love my big stupid green ooze friend. We've got Bounce. We've got Perfect Brainstorm. We've got One Ring. Let's go for it. It's a good One Ring deck if you can generate some energy, because you can just use Saheeli to make a copy of your One Ring to get it off the battlefield when the time is right. All right, straight to the might. Go ahead, play an artifact. I dare you. Yeah, Llanowar. Yo, hey, I got an elf. I can do that. Let's think. What is not good? We kind of have too much bounce at this stage. We don't have a lot of ramps, so the idea of Cyclonic Rift hitting isn't great. This town is kind of slow. The tail's end is pretty important. So I think I'm putting away the big ramp spells. Big ramp spells? Big bounce spells. You know what I mean. We'll see how that turns out. They're just much better later. I don't know if playing a 4/4 is going to be any good. They've got the Old Growth Troll. That's one of the worst things you can have in the deck. On its own, it's not going to cast this next turn. I guess I'll be aggressive. Boing. Don't know if that's gonna matter that much, but tempo, baby. We really want to have tails end up. But next turn's gonna be interesting. This should be an okay matchup, though. They play big, stompy green creatures, and we play bounce spells. Okay, now they have Lovestruck Beast. Oh, that's a brick wall. Seiju. I'm gonna drop the One Ring and get drawing. They're gonna play their big Uzi, and then we can bounce it and counter it. Roar! Bobble. Cobra. Nexus. So this, when we play it, we get 1 energy from an artifact. We need 1 more energy source. Is that going to be something we can do? And if I play this Cobra here, play land, make energy, bounce. I think I'm short a mana that I need to actually deal with this ooze. So what if we play this land, play this Nexus? We take a huge attack. Ugh. What do I do about 8/8 trample here? I think we have to take it. I think we need a turn of setup. The other thing I can do is Otawara it now. That's not that bad, right? That's pretty good. Yeah, you're gonna have to play that again. Hold Bobble, play with Saheeli. Try to set up the Nexus. Yep, they make big mana. They play big ooze. They play Troll Friend? I think I'll take my 3 life. That Haywire might be a bad block because it might have been keeping something of theirs off the board. Uprising, still need an energy source. Yay, fetch lands with the Cobra. Another bounce spell. Kind of doing it. while they're tapped out. Boingy. And then do I play my 4/4? Still have Tail's End. First energy generated. Gonna need more. Need one more. Okay, Flare of Cultivations, whatever. It's pretty good with the troll. Another fetch land is not it. It's not it. They're doing it again. They're doing the crazy stuff again. Make them stop. If they cast the big ooze first, they might be able to cast it twice. Although I guess they still only have a 5/5, so no, that's not enough cost reduction. It's close, right? But not after commander attacks. Okay, they go for a 9/7. I countered that. I don't think they can also play the ooze here. Yeah, they're a mana short of ooze here. Good thing that 9/7 for 5 is legendary, am I right? Holy cow. Yes, yes, rampant growth. Perfect. Good, good. Man, can I take this damage? If I take 9 and then lose another 3, I go to 7. But if I keep the channeler and I can make a copy of the channeler, then I can bounce the One Ring and replay it for protection. That could be huge. But I think the life total is too important. It's just too dangerous to go that low, especially when we have a different play like we really want to make with the Nexus. All right, this is big. This is big. We need an artifact or an energy source. Okay, artifact located. Plenty of energy located. What's in the deck? There should still be a forest in the deck. There's no mountain in the deck. Not basic anyway. Signet. 2 energy. Nexus. 3 energy. And we have 2 mana left. 3 mana left, so we can play the Uprising. That's good. Draw. Gamer Ascendancy. Take that action. Copy the Nexus. Choose which one to keep. I keep you. This goes to the graveyard. I get an extra turn. Attack. End step, this sacrifices. I get another extra turn. Now we just need to not die to our One Ring. Well, opponent didn't stick around to see that. I guess 2 extra turns off 1 card is a bit too much. Big Professor Onyx. Yeah, 6 mana. Huge commander. Probably a ton of discard spells out of mono black early. We'll keep this because it usually doesn't matter what your opening hand is. They're just going to make you discard some cards anyway. Okay, mono black with Bloodstained Mire. And ramp. Sure. Red or blue? We have an Island Cycler in hand. And we have Flooded Strand. Okay, no discard cards yet. No interaction either. Usually you have to draw into it against these decks anyway. That's a ramp piece. But they missed land. That's interesting. All right, first fetch just fixed the mana. We'll surveil later. Hold revealed. Stubborn Denial's probably good. Probably very good. Nice and slow. Doesn't feel like an energy deck or a Saheeli deck, but that's okay because those decks fail. Sometimes you just gotta be the one with the answers. Solemn. Surveil. Don't need more land. Thanks, deck. You got a Birdo. Could drop Saheeli there, but there's no point when you don't have the energy. And could drop the One Ring, but we wouldn't draw cards. Might as well keep up Stubborn Denial. All right, they've missed their land drop 2 turns in a row. And they're going for Might Stone and Weak Stone. That's like a draw 2, right? What if they choose to kill the bird? This can also pay for Professor Onyx for Stubborn Denial, and it's not like we have an easy line to a creature. I guess we have to counter it. Doesn't feel good. We now are naked to Onyx. But we can loot it up. Arcane Signet. Two energy in the bank, so if we play an artifact, we get the 3rd energy. So we can drop Saheeli, drop Signet, level up energy, and be good. I think we save that till after Onyx is on the battlefield because it's a good way to attack Onyx. Instead, let's hold up the Triome and drop Looty Patootie. Oh, so Rudy. Reduce our opponent's life total a bit and threaten to draw 3 cards when they try to kill it. And there it is. Ancestral Recall. What a card. I'll play Ancestral Recall on a creature all day. Okay, we got Haywire Might. That can go after the file. Undersea Plunder. Okay, sure. I'll discard this forest. Actually, I don't need the steam vents. And what else? Subtlety is pretty good. I'll just submit 1 and then decline. They won't get a land. There's no lands left in my deck. I've drawn them all. They got a Storm Chaser's talent. Okay. Pretty good. Told you there were no lands in my deck, huh? The question's going to become, what do we want to make a clone of? Cloning Haywire Might seems pretty good. Let's do it. Saheeli. Signet makes energy. This Haywire Might makes energy. Combat. Pay energy. Copy Haywire Might. Swing. We get a Chumper. Sack. Get rid of the file. Keep their mana under pressure. Pass. We don't have an easy path back to 3 energy, but again, I promise you, if you run this deck with all the energy cards in it, they're not very good. We would have been bodied by now just by the fact that our opponent played decent cards. I've tried. I've been there and I've tried. Yep. Well, kill the commander works, but as long as we get a good hit out of Saheeli, we're usually doing okay. Wow. They exile a card. They exile Davriel, which is a very good card to get rid of the Haywire Might, which makes no sense to me. What was it going to do? Take their Storm Chaser's talent that they're not going to use? They must have something else they're really protecting. What do you think that is? They have our opponent has complaints. All right, do we get the ring going, or do we reveal Lorien? I think we reveal Lorien here. Okay, shifting woodland can be a loot. That's sick. And then Sylvan Tutor can get something. We don't need Stormdrake. What do we need? An energy source. Oh, we get acidic slime. They would love that since they have complaints. Easy. Nissa, Resurgent Animist. Oops, all landfall. Probably a very nasty commander considering what it did to standard. There's a fast hand. It's only 2 energy from a discharge, but it can kill an elf and it goes up to 4 energy with the servant. You can play your Once Upon a Time now. It's okay. Hey, that's a land, that's a creature. How about that? Molt Tender. Mill a card, exile a card from graveyard for 1 mana of any color. Oh, Lightning Bolt. Hello. Free energy. Emergent Sequence gets a land. I have a feeling that's most of their deck, because that's what it does, get land. All right, we're short a land. We have options though. We can play this Rogue Refiner and try to hit it. We can play this Servant. We can also just slam this Curiosity and get to work. They're gonna play Nissa, so we're gonna want to bolt that. So let's go Rogue Refiner, try to draw the land. Okay, Fading Hope it is. Fading Hope on the Forest is pretty good, but let's wait to bolt this Nissa. Wait for it. Make them fetch. And now we bolt. So they don't get the second landfall trigger to go get an elf or an elemental. Yo, calm down. So crazy. Holy moly. Interesting choice here. If I Fading Hope this now, we get the Scry and maybe we hit the land. Spike is a good card, but we need land. Ugh. Ah. This is not going well. I guess we'll draw again. Land? Jesus. Wow. I mean, come on. Sure, they get Explore. They cast Explore. Amazing. Brilliant, brilliant play. I mean, we did get Mana Drain, and now we draw the land. So yeah, Mana Drain's like the best card in the format, so I'm not complaining. Hold up. I think we're gonna Mana Drain, so I don't think Curiosity is the play. Let's play this Servant. Leave up the double blue conspicuously. Punchy punch. And tempo's getting really good. It's getting really good. We have a huge attack lined up. I have a feeling they're trying to set up like Lumra, Scape Shift, some of them shenanigans. They go for a Tireless Tracker. Do we care? We'll have 6 mana next turn. We don't care. Henry's transformation on an elf is weird. Now that does hurt the mana situation, but it makes my elf a 3/3. It's an interesting trap they're trying to set. We do draw the land. We needed it. It's a 3/2 creature. Yeah, let's go with Saheeli. We take the action. We make a Channeler. We return the tracker. And we smash. Oops, did not leave up the conduit. Got you to 1 though. Probably fine. Nice play. Good stuff. You done? You had enough? Or are you gonna salt from here? Salt it is. Why do they always choose salt? And we go burr. Sorry. I think I made another one. Uninstall Arena. With my Saheeli energy deck of all things. Ashaton. The brilliant, you say? We'll see about that. We have a turn 1 Llanowar Elves. I would say we're pretty brilliant. Turn 2 Exclusion Mage, bounce Hashaton. And then turn 3, draw land. We get Invasion of Ikoria. We get the Drake and we steal the Hashaton. Beautiful. Beautiful. Champion of Wits. It's a good play next turn if they don't slam Hashaton, which they won't because they led on Island. Oh, they got the Frog. That's even nastier, actually. That card is a problem. Go away. We can put a lot of things between our face and the Frog. In fact, man, yeah, we can also steal it. Oh, we can steal it if we hit the untapped land. It's got to be an untapped land. Gotta be an untapped land. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't take the invasion. Do they know? Will they take the invasion? Most people would take the One Ring. Yeah. Yeah, coward. Okay. It's not a land. It's not a land, but it will be fine. It will be fine. Let's attune. A little energy, huh? Huh? We want this to go with the Drake. So what we want to do, we want to keep these 2 for sure and play this Champion of Wits. What's going to be awkward though is if they actually have a counter spell next turn. It's going to suck. All right, the two we discard are... I think we'll discard these two. Brainstorming into an untapped land is decently likely, right? And we've got two blockers ready to go. Do we double block? We want to keep something on the field to copy with Saheeli. I think getting the opponent to discard one card here is fine. They do not have white mana yet. They have white mana. That wasn't so hard. Commander here. Okay, we drew the land. Easy. 2 mana open is scary though. I don't think I go for this brainstorm. It would be so greedy to go for this brainstorm and then get blown out by a counterspell when I try to do the invasion. They know about it too. That said, what are we doing here? Let's play some Magic. It's gonna hold priority no matter what. The Tameo the keep? Don't know why that took a second. It's kind of scary. Go get stomping around. Our opponent is brilliant. Takes a lot of guts to go right at him. Oh my gosh. Hand it over. My frog. Okay, that worked. Feels good. Now they do have Hashiton, but they need a way to discard. We'll see what they can come up with. And I have Fading Hope, Stormdrake claim their Hashiton next turn. Swords, your own frog. How does it feel? How does it feel? Shameful, I bet. No blocks. Ocelot Pride. They did not gain life though. And an oversold cemetery with no creatures in their graveyard. Okay, their deck is funky. I declare funky deck. So what do we do? Ocelot Pride. I could copy this champion and just save the bounce spell. Planning to bounce the Drake soon instead of just stealing Hashiton or Ocelot Pride now. This is one of my favorite plays in the deck. When you have the energy to copy Champion of Wits to make a 5/5 Champion of Wits and draw 5. Discard 2. Yeah. Good times. 2 basic forests go to the bin. Then we could flip this. Yeah, why not? The opponent gains in one's life and kills one of these things. But we also have this town. Yeah, not worth. We'll just take a chunk out of this invasion. Could also bounce the Pride, flip the invasion. I love this big dinosaur, but not that much. And then we need a way to get one more energy next turn. Any artifact will do. No attacks. Well, if that isn't a sign of sadness. Oh, I can bounce the invasion. That can get me the energy. Woo! Token Storm Drake. Oh, the value. I gotta love the value. Attune, Signet. Ooh, Marvel. Ooh, and Whirler Virtuoso. This could be an actual energy game. Oh my goodness. Priest of Titanium. All right, so don't play any elves. Ha ha ha! It's too bad. We were actually lining up a pretty exciting, crazy game, but mana drain probably just means they'll concede when they get drained. I don't know. They're red-green. They might run a lot of anti-counterspell stuff. A lot of players do at this level. Doomscar Warrior. It's a way of hitting me and getting card advantage. It is awkward. It is kind of awkward. I think the best use of mana is right here. Marvel. I think we take this turn, get hit in the face really hard, and then try to have a huge turn next. And maybe that's foolish. But by God, I'm going for it. So they get to look at their top 10. Pick a creature or land. They pick a land. That's funny. Never a permanent is put into a graveyard. Whirler. And now I have I can spin the wheel. You ready? I should probably do it when they try to go to combat, because what I want is like a bounce spell on whatever they decide to give the big bonus to. If it's cast a spell. Oh, okay. Yes, I will respond. Let's Marvel. And we get Runaway Together. This town ain't big enough. Pact of Negation, Exclusion Mage. Okay. Okay. That's kind of what we want, right? So, Run Away Together. You and you. So that we can reload our energy. And then we hit this with the mana drain. Ooh! 6 mana. How do we use all that mana? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cast our whole hand. Easy. Blue, we need 2. 1, 2. Okay. Green, we need 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. 3, actually, but who's counting? We need to play the Whirler. And we need to play the Saheeli, because we need to reload the ability to use the Marvel. Ooh, Chromox? That's an energy. Actually, I'm not going to have the mana for the Marvel, am I? But you know what? What the heck? So I have 2 colorless. Kind of weird. Man of War. Hit. Sacrifice. All right, we got to 4. We need 2 things to somehow die. to get back to Aetherworks Marvel energy. Oh my goodness. We're doing the thing, we're trying. But are we dead here? Still at 13. Ooh. Kogla. Well, if you fight the commander comes back. Something people seem to continue to forget. All right, we go to 5. God, that's brutal. Does it have trample? It doesn't have trample. Go after the Marvel. Try not to die. It's freaking Xenagos, man. Stubborn denial. Has to be a non-creature spell. Of course it does. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is not 9. No. But we could make a copy of Arcane Signet and then cast a Man of War. Is that worth it? I feel like we need to draw the cards. Chord of Calling. What does that do? Stormdrake doesn't steal a big enough thing. Haywire Might. Is that this game or other games? I've drawn it a lot. That's 4 mana total. And 1 more to use. Ah! Okay. I can't cast it. Oh, I can't cast it. Oh no. Wait, I could, but it just skipped to combat on me? That's lame. Okay, well, green, green, green. Yeah, I can, but then it needs another green to activate. That's what I'm missing. That's the problem. It needs another green to activate. Oh no. Oh, not like this. So I can cast it for 1. I can chord for 1. I can chord for 2 if I use the energy. I can get Volatile Stormdrake at instant speed and swap. But I have 4 energy, so it can't take the Kogla. It can't take the Kogla. I need to somehow interact with this cursed Kogla. And I just don't have it, do I? And I don't have the 1 mana, the green, to sack the Haywire Might to deal with the Xenagos. I am at 13 though. I can survive an attack from it. I can block. Yeah, this gives trample, yeah? It's a good value play. This I could steal. I do need to turn off the Xenagos. God, I'm an energy short of stealing the Xenagos. Oh, I hate it. Okay. All right. How do I... 16. Lock with Saheeli, we live. But I can't afford to get attacked by the Xenagos. Chord for 1 won't do it, right? I have to chord for 2. Also, I have to pay 1 life here. I mean, I don't know. I'm right that this took a green, yeah. Okay. I could gain control of this and sacrifice it, right? That works? Yeah, because I don't pay the energy. That works too. It is a removal spell. It is a removal spell. I knew that. I had it the whole time. Also, I have 4 energy for a reload next turn. I could kill this. But then I don't have the energy for the reload. So I think I take it. But I could have made a Thopter to block that. Okay, Ronus. Yep. Land is not what we needed, but okay. Man of War. Curse you, volatile Storm Drake. Is it gonna kill me? Letting the opponent continue to use his backup ability is something. It feels bad. 15 health. I think I have to keep the energy loaded. Bouncing another thing is not it. I need the energy. I also need a good card. Repulse! It's a good card. It's a very good card. Three mana. They don't have the power right now, but they might cast something with the power. I could kill one of these. Just take their devotion down. I don't want to kill the fanatic. I could kill the priest, but I give them a Drake. They'd rather have the Drake. All right. Energy is up, meaning Thopters are up. And Volatile Storm Drake can gain control of some big things. Imagine a non-creature spell, though. Wouldn't be them. Ah! That's gotta be game, right? It doesn't have trample. Oops, only creatures over here from the opponent. Yeah, they gotta hook up the trampler. It's a 10-10 trample. 10-10 trample. So we have to block the 6/5, and then we have to put 5 in front of this. There's 5. This is going to 1. I don't think another Thopter is going to matter. But what if we bounce the Terror? I'm trying to find a way to finagle a lethal. I don't know if I can. So that's 5. Keep the Mana War. Try to tempo out a win. Sure. Creature cards in your library get +1/+1. Not on the field. Come on. Come on. Try a spell on me. Just try it. go to 1. Okay. I'm not quite dead. I'm getting better. Colorless. Spells. Good. Servant. Protection from freaking abilities, but it's okay. Bang. It's okay. I get up to 3 energy. I copy the terror. Then they block the terror. They go to what? Oh man, I don't think it's enough. But we do draw a card. It has to be a banger. No, that's good. That's good. That's face. I think that's lethal. Oh my god! We did it. What a game.